This is the story of Mary the Gypsy and Norman, who lost his corncob pipe in a field and found the gypsy. Looks like they fell in love in 1921 and then started on their life journey. I found this book in an auction and I am so totally in love with it. Here's Mary on the Hudson River in September of 1921. The Henrietic, I can't say it, Hudson River trip. Look at the paddle wheeler. Here they are in Lake George. They spent a lot of time in the Adirondacks, Lake George, Lake Saranac. You'll see a lot of boat pictures in this album. More on Lake George in September of 1921. I wonder if this was their honeymoon because they really covered a lot of territory. More of Lake George in 1921. Here they are on a boat trip on Lake George. He was quite an avid photographer. He loved his girl Gypsy, Mary, and he loved boats. More boats. More Mary camping. Here they are in Niagara Falls. This is a great photo. I love that one. Niagara Rapids, Indian Lake. Look at this car. Isn't that awesome? First and second mechanics and baggage on right side. Pilot and baggage on left side. Adirondack trip. We're up to 1923. Look at those cars. Oh, I just love this album. Show trip. Or Chew trip. Columbus, Ohio. Lake George. Tourist camp, Schenectady, New York. Lake George. We're up to 1922. That's the other thing I found so amazing is his Ohio trip, 1922. On the canal. I think one of the things that's so amazing about this album is that everything is labeled. Every scene, every person, all the provenance is right there with every photo. Here we are in 1922, more of the Ohio trip. 1922, Niagara. I can't just, it takes about 10 hours from New England to Niagara Falls. I can't imagine how long this trip must have taken in 1922 with a old Model A or something. Must have taken forever. American Falls, February 1922. Ice bridge in front of 90 foot high. Niagara, 1922. Oh, I've been there. Last time I went to Canada. Oh yeah, 1922. Yes, Mary, Gypsy, or Gypsy Mary, just up from the Cave of the Winds. Saranac Lake. More Niagara. Then we went on to Saranac Lake. Exploring Indian Lake. Oh, cool boat. Adirondack trip. Hey, oh, look at that. Check that out. Water skiing or something like that. That's wild. More Saranac Lake. Giant boulders. Lookout towers. Ampersand Mountain. Adirondack trip, August of 1923. Oh, finally got a baby coming along. How cute. East Orange, New Jersey. New York Highline. Battery Park. Skyline. Not Highline. Skyline. 1923. Battery Park Wharf. 1923. Ellis Island. New York, New York. The Obelisk from Central Park. Look at that traffic on 5th Avenue.